Well, here's a technology shocker for you. The average person looks at their phone, get this, more than 100 times a day. My teenager, over 500 times a day. And while that might be great for your social media following or your email inbox, it is not necessarily doing your eyes any favors. Why? Because of something called blue light. Here to explain what it is and what it's doing to your eyes is optometrist Dr. Howard Purcell from Essilor of America. It is so great to have you on the show.
Thank you, Julie. Great to be here.
You know, first of all, what is blue light and where does it come from?
Julie, probably the best way to explain that is to think about the rainbow.
Okay.
We have all the colors in the rainbow.
Gotcha.
And basically what that is different wavelengths of light. At our company, being a leader in this industry, we really feel an obligation to do research and to understand the implications of light on the eye. So blue being one of those colors, we've really evaluated all of those and looked at what is a lifetime of exposure, being able to do in a research lab, actually expose eye cells to different wavelengths of light, simulate a lifetime of exposure. And what we've recognized is blue light can have a detrimental effect. The other piece of it that's critical is we're exposing our eyes to much more blue light than we ever have before. The sun being the primary vehicle of blue light, but we get it a lot with all of the devices we use. We're exposing ourselves more and more. I mean, we almost never see ourselves or our friends without some device in front of them.
iPad, you know, your iPhone or phone, or and just every time you're turning around your computer screen, it's there. Why is it potentially, you know, harmful to our eyes, this blue light?
The science really suggests that there's a link between the exposure and the significant exposure of blue light and a disease called macular degeneration, which is the leading cause of blindness in adults over 50. So it becomes a very important issue to protect your eyes. And that's what we're looking at, because today glasses are more than just a visual tool. They're about protection and prevention. So creating products that are going to be able to block that bad blue light seems like a really good idea, and it's something our company's been working on for a number of years.
And in your opinion, does America know enough about blue light?
You know, studies tell us that about 2/3 of Americans have at least heard of blue light, but the reality is probably only 1 in about 4 really know the harmful effects. We're still learning. We know there's indications through studies that there may be some indications of effects, of negative effects, but the reality is there's still work to be done. But today, why not? Let's protect our eyes.
So you've got to give me some tips and our viewers some tips for, you know, how do we keep our eyes safe as we get older?
Number 1, make sure you're getting your eyes examined. Number 2, protect your eyes from UV, so prevention and protection. Good way to remember.
Like it.
Eyeglasses are not just today for vision. They're actually for protection and prevention. And we've created a product at Essilor, a smart blue filter, which filters out the bad blue, allows the good blue to continue, which gives us the good sleep cycles, but make sure we're protecting ourselves over the long term. Smart blue filter.
Earlier you mentioned Essilor. Tell us about who Essilor is, because a lot of our viewers watching us right now are actually wearing Essilor lenses and they may not even realize it.
Well, they probably are. Over 1 billion people around the world are wearing our product. And really at the core of Essilor is our mission, improving lives by improving sight. That's what we do. And we as employees of the company take that very seriously. So by creating products that block blue light, that block UV, that protect the eyes, we really feel we're living and breathing our mission every day.
Okay, let me see those glasses. So if anyone goes to their eye doctor, they can ask during their checkup, they could say, hey, I want to make sure this is in my glass.
If you're high risk and you're spending a lot of time on devices, which pretty much represents most of us, then you're likely to have it recommended. But not a bad thing to ask about it. Hey, is smart blue filters, are those right for me?
You are such a wealth of information. It was so great having you on the show today. I could just talk for hours, but where can our viewers find out more about you and your company?
Great, so at EssilorUSA.com, a great place to start, and that'll point them in the direction that they need to go based on needs, etc.
Okay, perfect. And you can also log on to thebalancingact.com for more info, and don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Twitter.